front where it says Ames real big.
Hi everyone, welcome down to Greene County in southwestern Pennsylvania. Welcome to Ryerson Station State Park. I'm here today to show you guys this beautiful state park and what was once a former lake that was the focal point of this place for 45 years. Right at the entrance to the park, you go over a little bridge and you'll see a dam off to the side, and it served its purpose for the coal and mining industry here for so long, and like I said, was the focal point for park visitors for 45 years since this park was established. But in 2005, it was drained for safety reasons, and now where the lake would have been, right back there, right about like here, is now just wetlands that lots of wildlife call home. You can actually hear the geese back there right now. But anyway, I'm here today to do my video. I have my Pennsylvania State Parks and State Forest Passport book, and as you can see, I already got my map for Ryerson Station State Park. And we'll go to the park office in a little bit to get our stamp, because here is the insert here for Ryerson. Ryerson Station State Park. Highlight: scenic views of the park. Ryerson Station in southwestern Pennsylvania's hill country features steep slopes and delightful vistas. Charming small towns and villages surround the park. Nestled in a bowl of surrounding hills, this park offers beautiful hiking trails, camping, large picnic areas, and a swimming pool. And the swimming pool is really nice. And since it's mid-May, the pool's full of water and it's getting ready for opening day. Memorial Day weekend's going to be here before you know it. Now, just driving around here already, I can tell they really keep this place nice. The grass has been freshly cut. The pool house and the pool area is really nice. They have handicap parking up front, and it seems to be a really handicap-friendly park here. The picnic pavilion I'm sitting at has parking literally 10 feet away, so it makes it easy for everybody. And this little building right here is a restroom, so not far to go. But if you need a handicap-accessible restroom, the one by the pool is the place to go. Now, I've only been in here for a few minutes, and I can tell you this place is very beautiful, even on a cloudy day like this. But what am I doing sitting here talking about it? I want to go around this place and show you this place. Now, when we first enter the park, there is a plant right there. I believe it's a mining or coal plant or whatnot. I could be wrong. I wasn't really paying attention. But you'll hear a little bit of noise by that next to the dam that I'm about to show you. Then we'll drive up here to this picnic area, and we'll eventually make our way over to the ranger station so I can get my stamp for the book. So why don't you come along with me, and let's go explore Ryerson Station State Park. There's a closer look at the old dam, cut away. And you get a really good view of it from the other side. We'll head over there. There's a pull-off along the side of the road at the entrance to the park, and it's right next to this plant. This little bridge goes over the stream here. Works its way up this way, and the grass was mowed so you can walk up here and get a closer view of the dam. The view I gave you was from the roadside, but the best view is on the other side. Aside from down here, which isn't bad, you get a really good view of it and a better idea of how big this dam was and how nature just reclaimed the area that was once filled with water. Walking closer to the dam, you can actually get a good view of it right here. Look at that big crack in the wall. Here we are on the other side of the dam, going up the hill. This is the side that really gives you an idea of how big this was. Now that should give you an idea of how large this dam once was, and all the space here on the right of it was all underwater at one point. Look at all that open space. Up at the pool house, you have handicap parking right by the entrance there. Over here we have covered parking, and it looks like these are solar panels. Maybe that's how they power up the pool house, the pool itself. Solar energy. And if you look way down there, you'll see picnic tables, grills. Nice little area to enjoy your day. Now, they don't want you driving back here, but you can walk back here. I didn't even see that pavilion earlier. Summer's literally a couple of weeks away. The unofficial start, anyway. Perfect place to have a graduation party. Oh, and look at that. There's a playground over there, too. There's a playground way down there. And it's so peaceful and quiet here too. All I hear is nature. No cars, no other people. Now, of course, during the summer, it'll be fun to see other people out here. But on a cloudy day today, it's very peaceful and relaxing. Walking further into the picnic area, you see the playground, that pavilion there. There's the parking lot where the bee is parked. And what you couldn't see from over there is more. There's another pavilion, there's restrooms, more tables. Almost looks like there's another parking lot over there as well. Very nice. One thing that caught my attention over here is this little bridge, so I definitely want to go and check that out. Guessing there's a little stream underneath of it. Yeah, it looks like a little stream that goes along here. Oh, wow. Looks like it got pretty high at one point. Look at all the debris up against it. I'm curious about this little shed here with a window. Wonder if this was a little concession stand at one point. Doesn't look like it's used anymore. But a neat little building nevertheless. It also appears that this trail goes on more, and that's what this park is known for, are the trails. It's not every day I get to drive off-road, but here we're allowed to, as there are more picnic areas up here. So let's go ahead and do this. There's another trail over here. And then this just loops around. Take you back out to the main parking lot. here we are back at the pool. See, park workers are busy making it ready, getting it all nice, ready for opening day. See the water filling up the pool here. Oh, I would certainly love to jump in. And back there is where the lake would have been, as I mentioned earlier. Soon this will be full of kids and parents alike. Makes me want to come here and swim. Now I'm making my way towards the park office where we will get our stamp for the passport book. What a scenic little drive. Now the speed limit is 40, but since I'm the only car on the road, I want to take my time and enjoy it. What's the rush? Here's the park office here. We will go in there and get my stamp. There is the park office, and behind me is where the lake used to be. Beyond the parking lot is now just wetlands. Well, that was nice. Park ranger in there was very nice and friendly, and she was happy to stamp the book. There it is right there. And as you can see, I picked up some literature for Greene County and for camping here. Now, if I do want to camp here, I'll be living in the caveman days because I have zero signal on my phone. Now, I'm wondering if the campground might have Wi-Fi for park goers or not. They have Wi-Fi in here, but you have to sign into it. But either way, it's nice to get out in nature and not have to worry about your phone for a little bit and just enjoy the reason why you came out here. So anyway, thanks to her for putting the stamp in the book. There it is once more. Pretty cool. Now we'll go on and continue exploring Ryerson Station. There is another look at the wetlands, where this was once a lake. You see how fast nature grows back. And they even have a trail here. You can walk across it. And it connects you to where we were over there by the pool. Get a little bit of a better view. Look at the force of the water, how it just cut out this hillside, knocking down trees. The water's so shallow here too. It looks so harmless, but when storms hit, it's amazing what it can do. Over there it's a little bit deeper, but right here, it's probably about ankle high. I had mentioned earlier, they have a lot of trails here at this park, and I mean a lot. They have several that go along the creek here, and then they have some that go up into the woods, up into the hillsides. And I actually passed a little area where there was a hiking trail, and it said family camping a half mile ahead. So if you really want to hike and put a tent up and spend the night here, you can do that. It's a fantastic place. I wouldn't mind doing it here near the water personally, but up on a hill, it wouldn't be bad either. And quite frankly, if we get hit by a storm, I feel safer up there than down here because you can see the power of the water and what it can do. So anyway, let's continue on our journey here throughout Ryerson Station. Just a little bit up the road is the Iron Bridge picnic area. You see I'm in a parking lot here, and they have a picnic table over there, a little field kids can play around. It looks like the stream goes over there too in the background. Comes over here too, where the Iron Bridge is. Now it's closed, so we can't go across it, and it appears that it's been closed for quite a long time. I'm assuming this was a roadway at one point. Oh yeah, I wouldn't drive my car across that. I guess it's not even safe enough for people to walk across at this point, looking at the rust. Hopefully one day it can be fixed. Now look how calm the water is here too. You wouldn't think it could get wild enough to take out a hillside and trees, but it can, and it does. And given the silt, you can see how high the water gets too. Especially with the rain that we had in April and March. But for today, it is very peaceful. I hope you can see it, but there's a fish just casually hanging out here in the stream. There's a few of them actually. You might be able to see them both. There's one right here. Let it focus back in. There it goes. And then there's another one right up here. And then there's a couple more, but it's harder to see those ones even with the naked eye. It might be difficult to see, but there's actually a whole school of fish just hanging out here. They're all facing the current. Can you see them? Now I'm making my way up towards the campground. There's also an amphitheater up here. Climbing a pretty good hill here. See, this just goes on and on. Here we are at Pauley Hill Camping Area. It's a nice quiet day here. Looks like only one camper. Looks like a nice little campground too. They have hookups as well. And there's also a restroom. What a nice looking campground. I like the little hooks they have to hang a lantern on. Oh wow, they got cabins too. Wow, isn't that nice? They have firewood available. Shower and restroom is up on the left. Very nice. Very nice little campground. Look at this view here. Going down the hill and up another one. How the trees were cut out. I don't know about you, but to me that's pretty scenic. Lastly, we're here at the other entrance to the park. I'm sure you see the sign there that says Pine Box Trail and Chess Cemetery. I want to check that out. So why don't we go ahead and start hiking up that hillside. Well, I'll say this is a workout coming up this hill. But the nice part is when it's done, it's all downhill to the car. Anyway, we're almost there. I want to see that cemetery. So let's continue on. Oh boy, what a hill. We have to go all the way up there. The key is you just have to pace yourself. That's all. Do what you're comfortable with. I finally hit the split in the trail from the Pine Box Trail to the cemetery itself. Going through that little clearing was cool. But now I'm back in heavily vegetated areas again. There's where the Pine Box Trail splits. This takes you to the cemetery. It's been a heck of a climb, I will say that. This is not for the beginner. I can't wait to go back down when I'm done, because it's all downhill. It'll be a nice easy walk down the hill. All right, after another extensive climb, I have made it to the cemetery in the middle of the forest on almost the top of this hill. Now, whoa, there was a turkey. Sorry, friend. Didn't mean to scare you. Now, I know this cemetery is from the 1700s and 1800s. Because this is where settlers first came in this area. Indians called this place home before the English came. Be curious to see what some of these stones say. 1859. Can't even read it completely. Some stones are falling, and I'm trying to watch my step. I can't even read this one. 1864. I noticed the American flag right here, which tells me, from the looks of it, somebody had been up here recently. Maybe not too recently, but recently enough to put that there. So that tells me somebody in our service, our armed services, is buried there. I'd be curious to know when they passed away. Just gotta watch my step. I don't want to, try not to step on graves, or if the ground might have sunk. Because you see some of these stones, you can't even read them anymore. They're just so washed away that you can't even read them anymore. There's some that barely even stick up out of the ground. Now some of these could be just regular stones, but I don't know. Some of these grave markers are so old. There's one there up against the tree. Look at these little ones here. 1858. can't even read some of them. I can't read that one anymore. Here's the soldier. Thomas Chess died April 9th, 1890. Age 67 years, 2 months, and 12 days. 1861, 1865. So they served in the Civil War. Thomas Chess died April 9, 1890. I've noticed a lot of chess names on stones. That one there says chess on it as well. I can't even read these ones. This one looks like it says 1859. 1856 on that one. You hear the woodpecker in the background. Does that say 1877? Yes. Imagine bringing these stones up here. I'm sure there were trails that horse-drawn carriages could come up. 1867. This one says 1827 and 1907. This looks like a fairly newer stone, so wonder if somebody paid to have that remade. That looks fairly new. And I don't mean new as in they just put that there recently. That's been there for quite some time. But at some point in time, somebody had that stone remade. And I'm just wondering, that'd be a heck of a job getting that up here. That's not a lightweight item there. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this. This was incredible and totally worth the hike up the hill. As tiring as that was, this was so worth it. Look at some of these stones. It's incredible, the history here. Hearing that woodpecker in the background is fun too. Anyway, it's going to be time for me to head back down the trail and back to the car and head on out of here. But I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a lot of fun putting this one together. I really love doing the state park videos. And I can't wait to go camp at them. I have something going on every weekend right now, but in June, camping is going to be happening at some state parks. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. And if you ever come out here, enjoy yourself, make the best of your day. You're going to love it out here. It's a nice, quiet park in the middle of nowhere. And if you don't mind not having cell phone service, this is a great place for you. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Take care and stay awesome. See you next time. Bye-bye. you.